Okay, class, today we're going to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. Adding and subtracting polynomials is a review from Algebra 1, but we're going to go through the methods. So the first method is something called the horizontal methods, where we keep it all in one line as it is here, and just add them together by grouping like terms. So I'm going to first distribute my negative sign. So I end up with 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus x minus x squared minus 2x plus 3. Then I'm just going to group any like terms. Well, this is my only cubed term, so that stays by itself. And then my x squared terms, I have two of those. So I'm going to group those together. I'm going to add my coefficients. -2 and -1 is -3x squared. Then I'm going to look at my x terms. I have 1x and -2 x's, so I have negative x. And finally, I just have one constant term. So when I add these together, oops, I wrote a squared for my first term, but this is really a cubed. So it's 3x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 3. That's adding using and subtracting using the horizontal method. The next method we're going to go through is what's called the vertical method. So the vertical method is when you line things up vertically in a column. So I have 4x squared plus x plus 6. And underneath it, I'm going to write 7x, and I'm going to put it in the x column here. And then I have my -10, which I'm going to put in my constant term column. And I'm going to add these two polynomials together because I'm instructed to add. So just grouping like terms, I don't have any x squareds to add. I'm going to add 1x and 7x to give me 8x, and I have a 6, so I'm going to add -10 to it, and I get -4. And that would be how you add and subtract using the vertical method. Please try out both methods and decide which one you like best. Okay, now we're going to move on to multiplying polynomials, and we're going to use the box method because it keeps track of our work. This again is a review of Algebra 1. So we're going to make some sort of box. I'm going to have a 2 by 3 box. You can either have it laying horizontally like I have or vertically. You're going to get the same answer regardless. So I'm going to take my first factor, x minus 3, and put it out there. And then in my second one, I'm going to put up top x squared, x, -2. And I'm just going to multiply. X squared times x gives me x cubed. X times x is x squared. And finally, x times -2 is -2x. The second row is -3 times x squared, or -3x squared. -3 times x is -3x. -3 times -2 is a +6. So now that I've shown all of my work, I'm just going to group my like terms. I don't have any x cubes, so it just becomes x cubed. But I have two x squareds I'm going to add, which becomes -2x squared. And I have two of my linear factors, so I have -3x and -2x, which becomes -5x. And finally, I have my +6. So I've combined all of my like terms, and I've multiplied them out, and that is my final answer. So the last problem using the box method is 2x minus 1 cubed. So that is really 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1. So we have to do like a FOIL or a box method twice. So first, since this is 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1, I'm going to start off by multiplying these two together and get a polynomial. So I'm going to have 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 1. So when I multiply these in a box, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. -1 times 2x is -2x. And again, -2x. -1 times -1 is a +1. And I'm going to combine my like terms. So when I multiply 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1, I get 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. Now I still have to take this polynomial and multiply it by one more 2x minus 1, which I'll do in my second box. So here I chose to make a vertical box just because of spacing issues. And I'm going to lay things out. Okay, so I have all of my terms written out, and I'm just going to multiply. 2x times 4x squared is 8x cubed. negative 1 times 4x squared is minus 4x squared. 2x times negative 4x is negative 8x squared. Negative 1 times negative 4x is a positive 4x. And 2x times 1 is a 2x. And 1 times minus 1 is negative 1. Just double check that you multiplied it correctly. And then we're going to go ahead and add our like terms. Notice how our like terms always end up on the diagonals, and that's going to happen if your polynomials are written in standard position. So if they don't look like they're lining up in diagonals, then either your polynomials are not in standard position, like with the degrees in decreasing order, or you did something wrong. So we're going to write out the final answer because we wanted to multiply it out. So we have an 8x cubed. Then I add those two together, negative 8 and negative 4 is negative 12x squared. 2x and 4x is 6x. And then we have a minus 1. And that would be our final answer. So now we know how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. There you go. Have a great day.